this record button right now, and it probably notified you.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this video goes afterwards. I'm hoping it kind of just gets saved on my computer somewhere. And we'll see. And then I'll have our marketing person edit it and do all of the things.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so today I'm here with Erin Jones, the fabulous music therapist at Summers Landing in Warner Robins, Georgia. She's been a board certified music therapist for over 20 years, and she's the recipient of our 2020 project grant. So tell us a little bit about the facility that you work with.
Okay, sure. So Summers Landing is located in Warner Robins, Georgia, which is right in the center of the state. We're a senior living community. We have 126 apartment homes, and that's broken down to 38 independent apartments, 68 assisted living, and 30 memory care apartments. That's divided out into 4 different buildings. So I started in January this year, and I began working as the activity director. So I'm not titled music therapist, but I'm able to bring in music therapy into their regular programs. This is a new opportunity for me, as this is not something I've done in the past with seniors. I've worked as an activity therapist in the prison system and for Central State Hospital, but being able to do this with seniors is a new direction for me, so it's exciting. Yeah.
Very cool. So tell us a little bit about what you're planning to do with the project grant that you've been awarded.
Yeah, so I came in January this year, and one of the things that I brought to their attention was this program called Drums Alive, which utilizes exercise balls and a bucket and some drumsticks. So really easy to implement. They said, well, we'll pay for you to go to the train-in and, go through the whole certification. I finished it mid-March, right before everything closed due to COVID-19. So I haven't been able to implement the program yet. And when this opportunity came up to be able to apply for the grant for Golden Beats, which is the senior portion specific to how to implement the program with seniors, it's perfect timing, because I'll get the certification for that and then roll out this whole brand new program for them with the supplies and everything. So this is going to be perfect. Yeah, because right now we're being told that groups can start to be discussed. So we're, trying to figure out what our new normal is and how to implement group programming within the I guess the parameters of this coronavirus pandemic.
As a percussionist, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I've done a good bit of bucket drumming in my day.
Yeah, and then too, it's like the exercise balls, other than the bucket drumming is great, but with the balls, you actually have to raise your arms higher than you would have to just on the bucket. So it creates this whole exercise feel to it too. And there's a lot of movement in the program as well. So I'm not quite sure how we'll deal with the social distancing, because some things are like you play your neighbors, but so we'll have to adapt that, but they'll enjoy it because they're looking for exercise now.
Oh, I'm sure. So for a more personal question, what is your favorite music therapy moment?
Oh gosh, there's so many things that pop in my mind. I guess something that happens periodically. It's not uncommon, but it doesn't happen every encounter, is that moment when my primary instrument is piano. So when I'm playing the piano for the residents, not necessarily singing, just playing, and we kind of have this feeling of connection where we're almost dancing between the spaces. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That moment. Yeah, where no words even have to exchange, but together we are sharing this exchange interpersonally. I guess is how I describe it. I don't know. When it happens and you're in it, you get it, but it's hard to put it into words, what I'm saying.
It's a connection, sort of.
Yeah, but it almost is deeper than that, because sometimes when you're talking or singing, you're focused on what the words are. And we're here, we may not even be moving or touching, but you feel like you're connected, and there's this energy that flows between you and the group, or you and maybe two or three other people, and that exchange that happens in between the space. It's just those moments is what I look for now. I mean, once I first experienced it, that's when I started looking for those moments and those exchanges. And it may not ever even be discussed, but you can see the movie playing behind their eyes of what that song meant to them, or um, it it might even be in a part of the discussion of the memory that was associated with the connection that was happening there. I guess those are the moments that I look for as a music therapist that get me excited, that keep me going. Um, but I'd have to say, like my story that I go back to is when I was in college. I was 23, 24 years ago. One of my early clinical experiences, I worked with a lady who'd had a stroke, and she could not vocalize. Like nothing would come out. She would open her mouth and you would barely hear air. So no ha, no la, nothing. Um, and I think I had seen her 3 or 4 times, had kind of figured out what music she recognized. So, you had those moments where, the connections happening visually with the eyes, but she couldn't sing the words. Her sister came to visit with her and would tell me, oh, play this song. And so I would play this song and she'd sing every word. And she'd say, oh, play this song. And we went through and sing like 10 different songs. And immediately after, she realized at that moment, I can speak. My brain and my mouth are working together. And I came in the next time for my session, and we were in the summer, so you were seeing each other like 3, 4 times a week um, at that point. And so I came my next session, and she told me hello. So I really saw as a student, like the magic that can happen. We all know the science behind all of that now, but when you're a student, you're just learning this stuff and you get that moment that really feels magical, that here's this person who could do nothing, no vocalization at all. And she tells you hello after one session of being able, it was just really neat to be able to be a part of that. Yeah.
That's so cool. I love hearing stories like that.
Isn't it great? Yeah. Yeah. I get chills every time I think about it. It's really one of those foundational moving moments. And I wish every student had that to carry them like through their whole career, right? Not everybody gets that. And I know, as a
That's what
professional,
really does it and motivates you to finish with all of the classes and practicums and things, is having one of those, oh my goodness, I just did that with a client.
yeah,
That's just it.
that's it. I don't know how else to describe it, except it is just those rare magical moments that just, even like as hard as it is right now to connect with people without being able to touch them, and you're all masked up and covered up, and the only thing you have are your eyes to tell a story. It's really hard right now, but I know that this is what we're capable of. And I know that, as a music therapist, this is what I bring to the table. And it's deep within the foundation of of my professional career. So yeah, I know that it's there, and we'll get it back. I'm not really worried about that. At some point we'll find a way, but it has been hard these last 14 weeks that we've been experiencing this. So
Very cool. Well, thank you for chatting with me today. We're very excited to see the results of your project.
yes, and I'm so excited. Like, we post everything on Facebook, so you can follow our page. We're doing all kind of fun little things with the residents, and this will definitely be part of it when we implement. We'll get videos and have them. I don't know. We'll figure out something. We'll put together a thank you or something for you guys too.
Very cool. All right. Well, have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much. It was nice to chat with you.